여긴가? 완전 맛있을 것 같아. 맛있겠다. 너무 추워. 이거 하나 살까? 이거 귀엽다.
그러게.
응. 이거 귀엽다.
아무거나 두 개 섞어서.
Charger.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you think so? Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah, I get it. Good idea, in my opinion. Right. It's just the way that he. Yeah, HRV. He's very big on that. Like, make sure you have.
So when you try the soup,
He's the marketing manager. So I guess he and Dan like are like buddies from like our last year. So they eat pretty hour. Couple of nights. He's like, that's weird. That's so weird. Like, I think they're literally next door to us right now. Wow.
매주 담아가지고 집에서 간장. 근데 매주가 없어.
필리핀 약간 수입이 약간.
agreement with no binding legal obligations, along with proclaiming her country's leadership on environment.
Of brown butter and the roasted skirts of the scone. On the side of the big plate is a little bowl that has a custard made from all the livers.
Early bird grounds are always immersed in water. Important below. This gives a very full, very rich extraction. Cooling and contracting. This creates a vacuum effect, drawing the coffee back down through the site.
Dude, get out of here. They're gonna make guys. What's up? Fucker, where have you been, man? You almost gave me a goddamn heart.
새우에 묻힌 게.
오빠 뭐 시킨 거야?
패티 2개랑 치즈 2개랑.